This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Detroit Lions.
Team set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of. We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football. So are they as the Packers get set to match up with the Detroit Lions.
At their own 29-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10.
It's now second and 10.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
7 brings up 2nd and 3.
Running is Swift. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18.
Ball carrier.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
2 brings up 2nd and 12.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
A gain of 21 yards.
A gain there of 21 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
There's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he's got Sanu. And he is going to have a Lions first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
19 yards. First down, Lions.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that's complete to Jesse James. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. On first down, Swift. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Goal at the 3-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
6 yards.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
3rd down and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Forced out to his left. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down. Well, also a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while, but when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
And able to get this out to the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
The throw over the middle, taken in, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Good catch by Marquez Valdes-Scantling, and that's something that his teammates needed to see and something he needed for himself. They call him MVS, and they want him to become an MVP type of a receiver. Speed to burn. He can stretch the field. They just need him to be as dependable catching the ball as we saw there throughout the season.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Got an open man. It's Valdes-Scantling. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them. Settle. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So a change of possession here on the punt, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Breaks the tackle, now an alley. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Green Bay Packer. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Intended for
nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Lions on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Steps away. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
It's a big play that time for the Packers. 48 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down. Deron Harmon right there on the coverage.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
They try the 50-yarder and miss it, and now this offense has it 1st and 10 at the 40. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play, now 2nd and 13. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails,
less of a field goal attempt for him.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
At the 50-yard line.
Now a first down carry by Jones. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Sliding out of the pocket. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
The 32-yard line.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
And the Lions, first down.
They'll run on first down. Swift. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Ball carrier.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 27-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Now a play fake here on first down. Being chased out left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now a dump off here complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 12-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop.
3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. On first down, Jones. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
On the move to his left. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Back to throw now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll look to throw again. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Rolling to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Looking to throw. Dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Once more, he was trying to get it to Kenny Golladay. And it's 2nd down. Throwing deep for Golladay. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Steps away. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
First and 10 at the 26.
And the 13-year man puts it through.
Good.
So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now, both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. This is Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. It's big Trey Flowers getting in there that time for the sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. Dean Lowry, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
But it's now 3rd down.
They'll try and run here with Swift. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
For the Lions.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now. From all the
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jamie Collins gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Rolling to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown.
Down, Packers.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
It's a free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
5-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick-6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Yards to go.
And that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
5-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
3rd and 8.
Here we go.
He'll buy some time right. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. 39 yards on the punt. Give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. They'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Lions first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw here on first down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Throwing deep for Galladay. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
2 things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
Made at the 27-yard line. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
So many times someone's success is the product of a lot of things coming together really well. And for Aaron Jones in 2019, it all came together for him. He stayed healthy, was on the field for all 16 games, got handed the ball 100 more times last year, and as an end result, broke 1,000 yards in a season rushing for the first time in his career.
On the move to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
5-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
7 more yards.
A very solid gain of 27. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Rolling to his left. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll roll him out right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. Not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jamie Collins able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
So with less than a minute gone by here in this 4th quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great 4th quarter.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the Pro Bowler, was his intended target. But it's going to be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Well, there's zero doubt that the Detroit Lions like Kerryon Johnson's ability, but he's been dinged up a little bit in his first 2 years in the NFL, so they went out and used a day 2 pick this past year on DeAndre Swift, the rookie runner out of Georgia, hoping, I think, to pair them together and maybe send a message. But I think if Kerryon Johnson can stay on the field, he could be an awfully productive back in the NFL.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Again, Peterson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Christian Kirksey coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Devontae Adams, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the 1st. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning defensive player of the week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. An injury timeout here as I believe, that's DeAndre Swift. Swift is still down. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Open man is Galladay, complete.
Complete to Kenny Galladay.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30-yard line.
Rolling to his right. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Aaron Jones, that time. And it's 3rd and short. Out to his left. He may try and run for this. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Deron Harmon right there on the coverage. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a throw here, hauled in. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. They'll look to throw. Steps away. Looking deep for Adams. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. They'll run on 1st down. Swift. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Once again, it's Swift. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And they, in fact, will throw it. And that will be incomplete. And that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in. Incomplete.
4th down.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Going to be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return.
At their own
about set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So Tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And it's 3rd and short. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
It's one thing to be known as a guy who can make big-time plays downfield and gain almost 20 yards per catch. But how about the guy who knows how to put the ball in the end zone as well? And that's Kenny Golladay. He's an absolute threat every time the ball goes in his area. Led the NFL with 11 touchdown catches last year. Kenny Golladay is a guy that I'm glad that I never had to try and cover when I was trying to be a defensive back.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Today's final score, Lions 23, Packers 13.